You are live inside the broadcast booth of Atkins Ford Arena. Hello, everybody. I'm Nick Erickson alongside Rem Grimsley. It's a great day for Georgia fans because it's the home opener. Ren, it's Alabama weekend, and in spite of what we could see this weekend, whether it's a win or loss, hopefully a win, we get a little preview tonight. Tell us a little bit about the rivalry.
Yeah, obviously a big game this weekend that we know on the football field, but we got two big games here this weekend on the ice between the Georgia Ice Dawgs and the Alabama Frozen Tide. Obviously a big rivalry here between these two teams, both in SEC hockey this season, as both teams have moved to ACHA for the first season. That's the American Collegiate Hockey Association. The keys to success here for the Georgia Bulldogs, there's three of them, Nick. First of all, start fast. One thing Georgia doesn't have to worry about this game is those bus legs or the plain legs, as they saw last week against Minnesota, where they had to fly to Minnesota. This week, home game in Athens. Legs should be very fresh, and not letting Bama control the tempo. This Georgia team can be dangerous when they're in control. Secondly, stay out of the box. 14 penalty minutes in 5 games. That's a lot of penalty minutes that this Georgia team does not want to see again. And if they can keep 5-on-5 hockey, it should be a pretty nice matchup here for the Bulldogs. For the Ice Dawgs. And lastly, keep the Alabama Frozen Tide outside. Don't let them get any easy shots there between the face-off circles, and just really make them work for their shots.
Yeah, obviously these two teams are pretty physical teams. Obviously Georgia, with Ryan Bailey being a big hitter on the team, a key contributor to them and their defense, and he's going to be the key tonight to try to limit their scoring opportunities.
Yeah, Georgia's lost some good offensive players, such as Alex Laracy and James Hedquist not playing, and so it's really going to rely on this first line here of Ryan Bailey, Declan Conway, and Evan Parente, the captain, the new captain for this Georgia team, who's taken over for Robbie Whitwer.
Yeah, so coming off of the road trip, the Dogs had a rough road trip to start. They're 1-3-1. They're coming off of 2 losses to Minnesota, including a heartbreaking overtime loss. Evan Moore continues his streak of last year of continuing to be a top contributor of this offense. He leads the team in goals with 2 and points with 4. Spencer Watkinson is also a lead contributor to this team. It's still early on in the season, and there's still headlines to be made. Alabama is 2-2-0, and they're coming off of a shutout win to Oklahoma.
Yeah, not a great start for Georgia. Like we said on this season, they've only been on the road so far. They're 1-4-1 on the season, and they're really going to want to change that up here. 2 games today at home against a team that, in a rivalry like this, it could go either way, but I think Georgia likes where they're at for this game.
Well, we'll let you watch the pregame ceremony as we count down to the opening faceoff here at Atkins Ford Arena. It's the home opener. All right, welcome back into the broadcast booth. I'm Nick Erickson. Ren, beautiful game, pre-game performance, and it's got to get the Dogs excited to try to get back on track after 2 straight losses.
Yeah, you got to figure they're excited to be back in their home rink. This is easily the best arena in all of club hockey. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful here. They host concerts here all the time, so it's a great venue, and I know the Dogs are happy to be back in Athens here on a Thursday night. As I mentioned, big game Saturday, but arguably an even bigger game here right now.
Yeah, just a great preview to the weekend. And I want to point out that there is a lot of new things that you might be seeing on the ice. Lots of new sponsorships that are put on the ice, and it just looks great. Obviously a change from last season, but let's get a look into our goaltending matchup for Georgia. Truman Haugen, who's 0-1-1, is starting with a save percentage of .848. Average goals against with 3.4. And facing in the Alabama net is Mackie Donner. Here we go. We are underway here in period number 1. There's a shot on goal blocked by Perry Jacobs. Georgia keeps it in the zone. Down low tries to set it up, but it fails. Alabama chugs around the ice. That's Trevor Risser who tried to get it through the blue line, but that fails. Georgia will dump it in, and that's the first icing of the game. Well, a great start here for Georgia, just getting pucks on net, and against a good Alabama team, that is one of our keys to success.
Yeah, those first 30 seconds really establishing the speed at which Georgia wants to play this game, keeping it in their zone. Now, unfortunately, Alabama gets a free one in their offensive zone.
Well, the second draw of the game goes to Alabama, and they'll get it around the boards. Little scrimmage along the boards. Georgia tries to get it out, and their attempt does. Alabama takes it back. That's Nolan Bolt. Chugging up the right side. He'll wrap it around the boards. Along the left circle. That puck bounces over the zone, and here's a 2-on-1 break for Georgia. The pass is tipped. Nice defensive play by Austin Fink, the Alabama defender. So great chances, and here's a chance for Alabama, and that shot's wide right of the net. And Georgia will get another 2-on-1 opportunity. Keeps swapping opportunities. The shot and a save by Jacobs. Rebound! And another save. Great opportunities for Georgia early, and that puck is flung out of play.
Oh, my goodness, some action really early here. First of all, I want to go with that great defensive play there by Fink, keeping his body in control as he lays out on the ground, moving with the puck and stopping that pass across the crease. And then another great save there from Perry Jacobs, the goaltender for Alabama. Some speed here early on in this game. 2 great chances there for Georgia, unable to capitalize on either of them.
Yeah, Ren, I noticed that they're playing super aggressive early on, and I wonder if that's what it's going to take to snap this 2-game losing streak. Well, here's Zachary Noel, who will try to win the faceoff but fails. Alabama has it behind their net as they try to get it up the ice. As you see, number 18 there, Evan Moore, the top contributor for the Georgia hockey team. Watch out for him if you're Alabama. And here's a chance for Georgia. The backhand will fly just wide of the net. A great opportunity for Owen Larson, who missed just wide of the crossbar. Georgia keeps it in. But Alabama ultimately fights to get it out. They'll try to chip it forward to Luke Ellis, but it's wide. Ellis has it in the corner. He'll give it over to his teammate. Alabama on the left wall. That pass is cut wide. Alabama keeps it in. That's Brandon Larga. Georgia has it. Oliver Moore will tap it down into Alabama's zone for a line change. Great pressure by Georgia. They'll get the puck back during the line change. Shows the true heart and grit of this team. They'll try to center it, but it goes just wide. Georgia keeps it in. That shot was blocked. The attempt by Charles Kerrigan. Alabama has it. They'll try to get it up the line. Perry will come out of his crease to tap it to his teammate. Alabama has it. Scrimmage in the neutral zone trying to get the puck. And a dogfight in the corner. And here comes Alabama up the right side. Ryan Cavana. Cavana in the right corner. Playing chip and go with his teammate Schwelzer. Scrimmaging in the corner. Georgia comes out with the puck and will reset. And here come the Dogs. Owen Larson has it and he'll dump it in. Tyler Stewart has it along the left side. A couple Dogs falling down, but the puck somehow gets back into the Alabama zone behind the net. Trying to set something up. The centering attempt misses. Great attempt by number 5, Brandon Nigg. Alabama has it. It looks like that shot might have went off the side of the post. Georgia will tend to keep it in their zone. Bill Martin has it. He'll chip it to Haugen. That pass is cut off. Alabama will steal it in their defensive zone, but Georgia gets it back. Great defensive play by Ryan Cavano. Georgia has it behind their net. They'll try to set something up. A sloppy reception pass turns into an Alabama possession. Bill Martin has it. He'll bank pass it off the boards to the right side. Who will chip it up the ice. That shot attempt might have been tipped off of the stick of Dellen's stick. Nonetheless, a great save by Perry as Georgia elects to shoot it from the blue line. That shot by Graham Baird was blocked out in front. Georgia has it, and there's a whistle call. It looks like it'll be our first offside call.
First whistle here in quite a few minutes. And while it's slowed down here in the last couple minutes, only one shot in the past 3 minutes. Still, this Georgia forecheck's been really strong, and they've been meeting Alabama as soon as they enter the zone, making sure anytime there's a guy with the puck in the Alabama offensive zone, there's another guy with a stick in his hand to really keep him and make him uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, Alabama still has yet to get a shot on goal. And we're almost 6 minutes here through this first period. That shot attempt from the left side hit the side of the net. Therefore, it is not a shot on goal. Georgia wins the faceoff. Graham Baird passes it up. And another sloppy reception. But Georgia remains it. Big hit there from Alabama as it looks like Owen Larson was holding on to the stick trying to get a hooking call, but he does not, as that puck will escape back into Georgia's zone. Graham Baird has it behind the net, and he will pass it over to Owen Larson. Larson will chip it up the boards, but Alabama will steal it from them. Alabama at the blue line will try to shoot it, and they score. That puck was tipped out in front, and we were talking about their opportunities and limiting them to the outside, and Ren, it did not matter there. A great tip in.
Yeah, really unfortunate. The first goal, or the first shot that Alabama takes in this game just happens to be tipped in and get past Haugen. Just after a really great start there, really aggressive, exactly what the Ice Dogs wanted from their offense in terms of getting opportunities and getting pretty quality shot chances. Alabama able to get one free and tip one in past Isaac Haugen.
Yeah, the Dogs have started how they wanted to. I mean, they've been pretty aggressive, and they've been maintaining possession of the puck. And in circumstances like that where the first shot goes in, I mean, you just got to rub it off and continue to chip away. You still got a lot of game left. Well, that attempt to break into the Georgia zone by Ellis was blocked. Alabama will get possession again. They're on the left side. A great poke by Dylan Warren on the left side. Georgia will have it along the left side. Warren tries to bank pass it, but it's intercepted in the neutral zone by a red sweater. There's a dump in by Georgia. They'll try to escape it out. Maybe for a line change, they will. So the Frozen Tide have it behind their net. Grant Curtis tries to chip it up to Ryan Schweitzer on the right side. Curtis will chip it in behind the goal for Isaac Houghton to play it. Haugen is going to have to find something here tonight. He's coming off of 2 rough performances, but for a goalie, it's just shaking it off and just starting new. That shot on goal is blocked and tipped out of play off of the stick of Perry Jacobs.
Yeah, this is the first season that Isaac Haugen has been the first string, I guess you could call it, goalie. Last season, him and Ryan Testino. Testino now a coach on the bench over there. And for them, it was more of a 1A, 1B type situation, both getting lots of playing time. Now Isaac Haugen and Andrew Goldstein stepping up into that second goalie spot.
Yeah, Andrew Goldstein's a sophomore. We haven't seen him yet. It's only been Haugen. Haugen is senior from Excelsior, Minnesota.
Also, one thing to point out, Isaac Haugen listed at 6'4" and Goldstein at 5'8". So very different type of goalie there between the two.
As that play is blown dead, it looked like it might have been an offside. We'll see what the call is. And looks like it will be. Yeah, 2 completely different figures for the goaltenders. I mean, I feel like what they see in Goldstein is just a goalie who is able to move around quicker on the ice. Here's the face-off. Georgia will win it. As they have it in their end, they'll try to chip it up the ice to Robert Toker. Georgia keeps it in their zone. Back and forth along the backside of the net. Dogfight for it on the boards, but Georgia comes out with it, and a great shot opportunity, but Perry Jacobs with the better save. Georgia has it in the mid-ice. There's the shot, and it's just over the crossbar. Bill Martin just missed on a great opportunity. And another shot on goal is blocked by Jacobs. A great offensive opportunity, and the Dogs continuing to put on the pressure, and the referee's arms up.
And a Let's Go Georgia chant here. That's something you get when you're at home that you don't get on the road, and hopefully something that the Dogs can rally behind here, down 1 goal. Hoping to match one up now that they're on their first power play of this game. We'll see what they bring to this power play, that maybe they can chip one in here and tie it up just before halfway through the first period.
Yeah, that's the sophomore Dylan Steck who's headed to the penalty box. For 2 minutes, Georgia will be on the power play in their zone, trying to put the pressure on Perry Jacobs. Georgia has it on the left side. The pass over, he shoots, he scores! Ryan Bailey! Oh, what a wrist shot! Steps in from the slot, and Georgia evens the score at 1. Well, great teamwork from Truman Haugen to get the puck over to Ryan Bailey on the right side, and man, he does not miss. That shot completely eluded Perry Jacobs. Well, the spirits of Georgia have been lifted. We are even 1-1 with 11:23 left to play here in this first period. And here's another opportunity from Georgia. A great chip, and oh, what a save by Barry Jacobs, who sprawls over the ice to get the save. And Georgia continues to try to pile on this Alabama goaltender. Alabama steals it back in the offensive zone. They'll have it, and they'll try to get another shot opportunity, but Georgia's defense so far shutting them down, and a shot from the blue line is saved by Haugen.
Seeing a lot from this Georgia first line so far. That's Ryan Bailey, who we just saw with an incredible shot from the faceoff dot, able to get it on the other side of Jacobs and into the net. And then we saw Conway and Parente with that pass across the crease, and great save there by Jacobs. Hoping to see some more offense from some of these other lines so far in this game. Still early, though.
Yeah, Bailey, the senior from Swanee, is really stepping up and being a captain figure here this season so far. And here comes Georgia through center ice as they'll try to get a shot on. That's tipped by an Alabama sweater. Still trying to fight for it. And here comes the Frozen Tide. Grant Curtis has it on the right side as the attempted pass to Bill Martin is just wide, and Alabama will get possession, but a great hit by Martin on Parks Wallace, the assistant captain, trying to get possession away from him. Ren, I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of physicality so far from this Georgia team.
Yeah, I got to figure with some frustration. Only one win so far, 4 losses on the season. Don't want to keep harping on that, but definitely not the start that this Georgia team was expecting to get out to, and not quite what they've seen in the past seasons where they've gone on some of these seasons where they've gone without a loss for the first few games. So just a very different perspective that Georgia has to play with in this game. Finally at home, hoping to get a win here.
Here's the opening draw here. That draw is won by Georgia. The Dogs have it on the left side. They'll try to get it out. As it's offside for the Frozen Tide, they'll elect not to touch it, and Georgia has a fresh start. Here come the Dogs. That pass to Wyatt McAvoy is fought with on the boards, trying to get possession, but the Tide come up with it. Max Owens dumps it into the zone. Haugen, who's almost taken out by an Alabama defender, has it and scurries back to his crease in time. The Tide have it on the left side. The centering attempt just misses a stick of a red sweater. I don't know if they were trying to tip it in or not. And here comes Alabama. They'll tip it into the zone. Haugen will get it in play. And another big hit along the left side with a little bit of shoving afterwards as they're still going at it. As that centering attempt misses, and a great defensive play by Georgia. They'll try to get it out for a line change, and they will. Well, here comes the speedy Ryan Cavana along the left side. He'll have it behind the net. He'll try to tip it up front, but Haugen shuts that opportunity down. And we might have a breakaway opportunity here, but Perry elects to play it and might have saved a breakaway opportunity there, and Alabama is right back up the ice with it. Baz Schul has it on the right side. They'll scrimmage for it along the right side, and Georgia comes out with it along the neutral zone. Here comes the Dogs. A great move. But that move was immediately shut down by the red jerseys, and that centering attempt is blocked out in front. Georgia trying to keep it in. Jordan Scroll has it. Georgia has it on the right side. That's Sirota who will try to center it for Charles Kerrigan, but that play is broken up by a red defender. And here comes Trevor Risser. He has it on the left side. Georgia immediately takes it back and shutting it down, and a big hit there. Went for a leg of Truman Haugen, and the Georgia fans showing a little bit of emotion after that. Charles Kerrigan tries to dump it in the zone. He'll try to chase after it after the Ice Dogs get a line change. Georgia keeps it in. And almost a great opportunity for Evan Parente, the captain, to capitalize, but it bounces just over his stick. The Frozen Tide have it in their end. They'll try to chip it down, and it just eludes 2 sticks in the neutral zone, and Georgia is right back up the ice with it. Parente. The chip pass to Truman Haugen. Or excuse me. Parente reverse hit with a little bit of frustration shown afterwards. The refs are going to call that, and it looks like Parente is going to go to the box here for 2 minutes. We were talking about how Georgia's averaging 2 penalties per game, and the captain has shown some frustration here early.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see the captain sticking up for himself and for his players. Really unfortunate when, now this is the first man-down opportunity for Georgia, first power play for the Frozen Tide. And good to see some of these new guys making some plays too. Sirota and Kerrigan specifically applying some pressure there right in front of the net for Alabama and nearly making some big plays there.
That face-off is blown dead, and Sirota and Kerrigan are on the third line, so third line just really contributing to the key success of this game.
Yeah, just keeping that pressure steady on goalie Perry Jacobs and this Alabama defense. Eventually you might get an easy one.
And here comes Bama along the right side. They'll try to get a backhand shot, but that's shut down by Haugen. And a little after party around the goaltender. These two teams are giving each other earfuls here early on. 6:15 left in the first period.
And minute 48 to go on that penalty on Evan Parente.
That face-off is won by Alabama on the right side, but Georgia will try to chip it away, and they do. They get it out of the zone in time. Risser has it. He'll shoot it across the ice to Brady Gentile. That pass was just wide of the net. Georgia has it. They'll try to ice it, and it will get out in time. It will go all the way down the ice. Enough for a line change for Georgia. And on a penalty kill, that's huge. Getting fresh bodies out is something that's super important on the penalty kill. Well, nice move by Risser to try to get around the Georgia defender. That's Zachary Knoll. Risser still has it up the left side of the ice, but a Georgia stick will get it out of the way, and it's back out into the neutral zone. 51 seconds left on the Alabama power play. Alabama has it along the blue line. Tries to stumble for it. They have it again. That shot is shut down by Haugen, and a beautiful glove save. Angus Arnold struggling to keep the puck within the offensive zone, almost bouncing over the blue line, but gets the wrist shot off. But a better save by Haugen. Here's a face-off in the defensive zone for the Ice Dawgs. As that face-off looks to be won by Georgia, but Alabama overwhelming the defense, and they'll get the puck back. Austin Fink has it. As he'll try to get the puck on net. Tide have it on the left side. The winding minutes of the penalty kill is coming down. 5 seconds left. Georgia has it. And they'll try to get it out, but they don't. And a great keep in with the glove, and a bad save by Haugen as that puck almost squeezed in. Austin Fink tries to keep it in for the Tide. He does. Alabama has it along the left side. That pass to Peter Kelly misses just wide over the tape of the blade, and Alabama's forced to retreat. Fink has it. He'll cross-ice pass it. And Georgia has it back. Ryan Bailey struggling to gain possession of the puck, sticks with it. And a fight for the puck in the neutral zone as the Tide will elect to just drop it in. Red Sweaters have it. That's not an offside. It's a great play to just swoop in. And a nice steal by Georgia. They'll try to get the puck over for the breakaway to Declan Conway, but it's not in time. But Georgia keeps possession as Ryan Bailey tries to get his shot off.
Ryan Bailey had empty hands there in a very similar spot to where he scored the Ice Dogs' only goal of this game. Unfortunately, Alabama defender there right in the way and just did not have the angle.
There's the centering attempt. That misses just wide by Conway. And Alabama's chugging up the ice. That's Ryan Schweitzer. Schweitzer has it. Great defense by Georgia. The great back check. And there's a big hit there by Conway. Georgia continuing to show the physicality of this game. The title chipping in, but it's an offside warning given by the referee, and Georgia will have possession of the puck. That puck is chipped into the neutral zone. Trevor Risser has it. That's a great back check by Conway, really trying to get the puck away from Risser, but he can't. Alabama keeps possession. Risser almost gets around the Georgia defender, but he doesn't. Looks like the Tide will have it. Austin Fink along the right side. That pass is blocked off the pad of Haugen. Georgia has possession. Trying to get it out of there, but they can't as that puck is dumped back in to Georgia's zone. Austin Fink trying to settle that puck down, and he can't. Georgia will take possession back. What a blown tire there in the middle of the center ice. Owen Larson. A great defensive play there, trying to cut the pass. That was Graham Baird. Georgia comes out of the scrimmage along the boards with the puck. Spencer Watson has it. Georgia loses possession. It'll go down in to their zone. 1 minute left here in the first period before we head to the intermission. Georgia trying to get any sort of offense going here. But that play is blown offsides. We'll have another face-off here on the right side of the neutral zone. Always need to reiterate that Atkins Ford Arena just does a great job with the productions of these games, as this is this arena's second year of fully being up and running. And Ren mentioned earlier about the concerts and the other things that happen in this arena. They just do a great job, the staff and everybody. Well, Georgia has it. They'll try to get one more offensive drive with 20 seconds, but Parente fans on that shot, and Alabama will get another shot. That's in the glove of Haugen. 11 seconds left here in Atkins Ford Arena. Ice Dogs trying to get something going. We are still tied 1-1 after Ryan Bailey's game-tying goal earlier. This team just continues to show their grit and their passion, as their physicality has really been driving this game from both sides. I mean, we've seen the passion with both of the penalties, and I'm curious to see what the second period might hold as Haugen snatches another one out of the air. Well, after the first shot on goal by Alabama, it looks like Haugen has really settled into that Georgia crease and has been holding the Dogs in there. That faceoff's won by Georgia. Bill Martin has it on the left side. 3-2-1. And that is the end of the first period. We are still tied 1-1 here at Atkins Ford Arena. We will be back shortly with the second period action. But some intermission entertainment coming up. Stay tuned.
All right. Wait, not yet, not yet. Take this thing and go to the... I'm Ren Grimsley here, joined by Ryan Canning. Ryan, first period, tied at 1. What'd you think of that first period?
Yeah, I thought the Dogs came out hard, fast, and they played exactly how they should have starting at the beginning of the game. Came out fast, got good scoring opportunities going, and unfortunately Bama scored that first goal, but I love the bounce back that I saw from them later in that period, coming out and getting a quick one on the power play. Hopefully they can continue that advantage here on home ice, get the ice tilted back in their favor, and I love their lockdown defense I saw late in the period. Keeping pucks outside, not giving Bama many scoring opportunities.
Absolutely. We have second period action coming here right up with Nick and myself. Nick, off to you.
Back here, second period of play. And if you missed us, we are back. The Dogs have it, and they'll try to get an offensive possession going early on. Ryan Bailey tries to sneak past the defender. He will, but that opportunity is squashed by the red jerseys. Here come the Tide. Tide on the right side. It looks like it might have been an offside, and Parks Wallace could not believe it. His arms were in the air. Like we were saying earlier, just a great first period, I think, all around. Lockdown defense by Georgia, especially with all the Alabama opportunities in the second half of that period. And that defense is going to need to continue to step in here, as it's going to continue to be a good game. Haugen will shove that puck aside, and the Dogs will have it going up the ice. That cross-ice pass to Parente is good, but stolen by Parks Wallace along the right side. Bama steals it. They have it in the neutral zone. They'll elect to dump it. Haugen will choose to play it, and he'll try to wrap it around to Ryan Bailey. Puts it behind the net again. Bailey on the left side has the puck now. Slices through the neutral zone. He'll be on the left side. Tries to get a centering pass off, but he can't, as the Tide will rumble up the ice. Dylan Steck has it. Owen Larson behind the net. That pass looked like it was tipped, and another one there, and Georgia will keep it in their zone. Bill Martin has it. Drop pass off to Owen Larson, and it'll be on the right side. Conway has it, and the Tide will dump it back in. Great play by Conway, kicking the puck out of midair there at center ice. Haugen plays it behind the net. He'll pass it off to Bill Martin. That shot, almost a centering pass. Rebound, Haugen, nice stop, and a great defensive play by Owen Larson helping out his goaltender, and there's a whistle blown. I'm not quite sure what the ref saw. Let's take a look.
And there's a penalty, as well as the puck flying out of the rink and hitting a guy's beer. And that beer is all over him now.
How unfortunate. Get that young man a beer.
Really great accuracy there, honestly.
You ever see those in baseball, the foul balls into the
absolutely.
The beers? Of course, yeah.
A lot more dangerous with a puck sometimes, but that time looks like everyone's okay.
Alabama wins the face-off, and Georgia will steal it back into their zone. Great play there by Watson along the left side. Tries to get something going, but overwhelmed by Alabama's defense. Georgia will just get the puck back out in the neutral zone. That pass is taken. Knoll has it on the left side. A dangerous hit as Knoll goes down, shakes it off, gets back up. And another big hit, and a stick flies in the air in the right corner. And, man, it's a yard sale on the ice. Bama has it, and they'll chug up the neutral zone on the left side. They'll dump it to the right. And that's Garrett Connor who has it, and we're seeing a brutally physical game here so far to start this second period. The fans are loving it there behind Haugen. Georgia will keep it. That's Spencer Watson who will try to tap it up to Moore, but Moore doesn't have it. Ren, Moore's been pretty quiet tonight. You got to wonder when he's going to turn on the gas. Ooh, great shot opportunity there by Kerrigan, but turned away by Jacobs. Jacobs has come up big for a lot of Alabama saves here. He's got 6 saves on the night. Puck will wrap around Georgia's zone. The Tide trying to make something of it. Kelly has it, that spin pass over to Pietrek on the right side. Fails, and Georgia will go up the ice with the puck. Stroll has it, and it looks like the ref will blow it dead with an offside call, and a couple of them tonight.
Yeah, such a momentum killer there for Georgia as they were really driving full steam ahead coming for Jacobs. Instead, we'll now have to take a face-off there in neutral ice.
Well,
as both teams here with 8 shots on goals after Bama finally tied it up.
Yeah, well, again, in Ren, it's that third line just being scrappy, trying to put pucks on the net, and they're doing a great job at it so far. That puck dumped into the zone eludes the glove of Jacobs. Georgia will remain possession behind the net. Toker has it. That one-time attempt fails. Looks like Kerrigan tries to keep it in, but Alabama will snag it from him. That puck dumped into the zone. Haugen passes it over to Warmoth, who tries to chip it up the boards to Kerrigan. He does, but not in time. Stroll has it along the left side. Kavana close, chasing after him. He'll get the puck, but Bill Martin is there at center ice to recover the puck. Tide have it. They'll elect to dump it into the zone, into the glove of Haugen, who plays it. Trying to keep momentum going here for the Ice Dawgs. Get something going here. Stroll has it. Alabama will take it right back. Kerrigan hit at center ice as Alabama will get possession because of it. That's Grant Curtis there behind the net who has it. Schweppe battling along the boards with 3 other Dogs. But they'll come up with it and they'll dump it, and it'll fall into the penalty box. Out of play. 14:42 left here in the second period, and a very physical game here so far. And I love to see the passion from both sides.
Yeah, that's what you want in a good hockey game, and we knew this one was going to be good coming into it so far. Like you were saying, just passion's the best word for it. Both these teams really wanting a win here. And we know they'll have another one tomorrow, so you got to figure the passion will be twice as much on Friday's matchup.
Yeah, Ren Haugen has really settled into the net here after that first shot on goal from Alabama. He's been limiting their opportunities and really helping their forwards out by playing the puck. Well, Georgia will have an offensive possession with a face-off in Alabama's zone. Kerrigan will try to get the shot off right off the face-off, but that shot was blocked out in front, and Alabama will chug down the ice with the puck. Alabama has it. That shot is off the post. That shot was off the post. Angus Arnold with a very close call, and Haugen gets bailed out by the goalpost. Georgia has it. The game will remain tied. Jacobs plays it for his defender, who will try to take it up to the ice. And that'll be an icing call with a very late hit, and the fans are happy about it, but Risser is not. And Truman Ogden says that hit was clean as day. Well, the shots on goal are tied at 9. It's been a fairly balanced game here for both teams. As Risser will get tossed out of the faceoff, and instead another forward will try at it. Alabama wins it, and they'll have it in the offensive zone. Risser along the left circle. He'll try to set it up behind the net to Arnold. Tries a spin move. It doesn't work. Georgia has it. Bailey will try to move it up to a forward who is not there, and Alabama takes it right back. Steck passes it over. Bolt has it along the right side. Bolt pressured by 3 Dogs. Hit behind the net. Alabama will try to take a shot on goal, but that's blocked out in front by Dylan Steck. Ooh, and a great shot opportunity there by Peter Kelly. I don't know if Haugen even saw the shot, but nonetheless he saved it, and he scoops it up just in time for a face-off.
Great awareness there by Haugen. As, like you said, didn't really see the shot off the foot of Parente. Luckily sat right there on the crease, and he was able to glove it down. And now we'll have a face-off here in Alabama's offensive zone.
Yeah, that's just great textbook positioning there for the goalie as Haugen tips one off of the glove. That shot blocked out in front as Haugen will try to play it, but it looks like Ryan Cavana might have gotten a skate on Haugen, and Georgia sticking up for their goaltender behind the net. Well, we'll have another face-off here in Georgia's zone, and the Ice Dawgs are not able to do a line change just yet. Zachary Knoll will take the face-off. They look to try to get it out, and Knoll has it. Tries to chip it up to the forward, but he misses. Ryan Miller on the right side has it. And he'll elect to take it himself. An Alabama defender goes down, but that shot is blocked out in front, and an Alabama body flies. That puck will go all the way back in Georgia's zone. Haugen wanted the icing, but he doesn't get it, and that puck will fly all the way back down the ice. A really big back-and-forth game here these past 2 minutes. And a great keep in there by Moore along the right side. He'll try to get something going, but he can't. And Alabama retains possession. The Frozen Tide have it on the left side. That shot it. And a nice save by Haugen.
And the Frozen Tide have really challenged Haugen a lot more this period with some quality shots, way more than they got in the first period, where, if you'll recall, there wasn't a shot by Bama for the first 5 minutes. So now a couple of really good chances here. Testing Haugen. Luckily, he's locked in and has kept it tied at 1.
Yeah, I love to see that performance from the Georgia netminder after a couple losses on the road. And again, if you're a goalie, it's pretty much just restarting. Your mind is that there's a delayed penalty call on Alabama, and that puck will be touched by an Alabama defender, and Georgia will go back on the power play. Looks like a near fight down on the right side. That's Kerrigan. The refs will say absolutely not to that, and Georgia will go on the power play.
And for anyone new to club hockey, fighting is not really allowed in the same way that you might see in the NHL. Though that doesn't mean it doesn't happen from time to time, but not quite the same way that you see with 2 guys throwing their gloves down and really going at it. But in any game of hockey, tensions get high, and you might see some pushing and shoving, as you just saw there.
Yeah, that's Angus Arnold. He's a freshman from Halifax. And the freshman learning some experience here in club hockey as Georgia will go on the power play. The power play unit is out as the pass there from Bailey just completely eludes his stick, and Georgia is forced to retreat. Dogs have it coming up the zone. Conway has it on the right side, and he'll try to chip it to Kerrigan on the left. Dogs keep it in along the left side of the blue line. That cross-ice pass to Conway on the right side. Haugen has it. Haugen along the blue line. He'll pass it over to the left side. That pass is attempted to go over to the right wing, but it's cut off and going all the way down to Haugen. So Georgia trying to set something up here on the power play. Bailey will take it down the ice. He'll elect to pass it over to Haugen, who loses it, and the referee goes down.
That's why refs wear helmets.
Haugen has it, and he'll play it for his teammate. And there is Haugen behind the net trying to set something up. Conway tries to chip it up the ice, but he fails, and that shot on goal is cut off. Alabama will dump it into the zone. Haugen tries to play it behind the net, as he's been doing the entire game, but it just skips over his stick. Alabama trying to get something going shorthanded, but Georgia will get back on the offensive. Nice move by the Georgia forward, but it is immediately shut down by Alabama defense. Georgia tries to keep it in, but it'll squeak over the stick of Bill Martin along the blue line. And there is the penalty kill, as Alabama successfully kills the penalty. And here comes a chance for the Dogs. The backhand shot is stopped by Peter Jacobs. Close opportunity after the penalty kill expired, and Perry Jacobs just stands firm. 9:51 here left in the second period. We are over halfway done with the game, and man, this one is going by fast. We are still tied. Ren, just a physical and passionate game here tonight.
Yeah, I think this is kind of the game that both of these teams wanted to see from their respective players, and obviously I think Georgia's done pretty much everything right, minus that one goal in the first period where just got an unlucky bounce right past Isaac Haugen, but since then he's been absolutely dialed in and stopped everything that's come toward him. And the same with Jacobs. Alabama's done a much better job at not giving those guys chances. Like you saw with Ryan Bailey, his hands were completely free on that shot right at the faceoff dot. And Alabama's just constantly applied pressure in Georgia's offensive zone, taking away some of those chances, and, really great performance from Jacobs as well. So I think both these teams are happy with where they sit right now. It's just going to come down to whoever scores first. We could see a 2-1 game here. I don't want to predict anything. You know how announcers do, but I mean, this really could end a 2-1 game the way we're looking at it right now.
Ren, we've seen Ryan Bailey a lot this game, and a lot less of Moore. But Bailey just stepping into that seniority position and really leading this team as a senior. Georgia wins the offensive faceoff. They'll keep it in the zone. Along the blue line, that puck will stay in. Great play by Baird to keep it in, but Georgia loses possession to Alabama, who tries to get a shot off, and nice save there by Haugen. Lots of students here tonight behind Haugen on the away side. And lots of chirps, and man, I just love college hockey.
Oh, absolutely. And there's another college hockey game in this arena tonight at 10:30 as the D3 UGA team faces Alabama's D3 team. So a double matchup here, a doubleheader, I guess you would call it, but
not normal in hockey, but
that's true.
The correct term. Late
if this
night
were
barn
baseball,
burner.
yes.
Alabama has it in Georgia's zone, and that shot looked like it went off of the bottom of the mask of Haugen, in a great way of just getting his body on it. Alabama fails to keep it in their zone. Luke Ellis doing too much with the hands. Here comes Bama. They'll get a shot on goal, but it's tipped wide from Haugen. He'll shove it into the right corner, and that puck will skirt out into center ice. Georgia has it. Kerrigan, the shot, and it looks like he might have missed a little bit as it goes into the 100 level, and it looks like a fan caught that. Oh, my. Hats off to you, sir.
Incredible awareness there from a guy sitting at a table at the top of the 100 level.
You see, everybody's involved here at Atkins Ford. I mean, I don't care what you say. If you're a fan, you're in it. And that is just a great representation. Here's the face-off that's won, and immediately a shot on goal there. But it goes just wide of Jacobs. I like the mentality. We've seen a lot of just shots on goal, and that another one is tipped out in front, and a rebound is set aside by Jacobs. So the Ice Dawgs really just trying to throw pucks at the net to see what Jacobs has, and the Dogs have come out empty. Alabama has it, and they'll circle around the zone. Risser circles twice, has it around the net, and he'll elect to pass it to teammate Grant Curtis. Risser has it, he'll lose it, and here come the Dogs. Toker has it, and he will dump it into the zone for a line change. Georgia gets some fresh bodies out there. Here comes a great opportunity. Risser trying to get around, but a great defensive play there of eliminating the other side as that shot's blocked out in front again by Tyler Stewart with two great blocks in this shift, preventing the goal. And Georgia almost had something going on the odd man rush, but Alabama comes out lucky. Almost a hand pass there in the neutral zone to try to get the puck out. But Alabama has it in their zone, and they'll dump it. Haugen's hand raised high, and they'll get the icing.
And Tyler Stewart, though, the defensive play. He started his career at Georgia as a forward and has since moved to defense. Really strong guy and a really great athlete there, making a play in the defensive zone, helping his goalie Haugen out.
Well, we were talking about how physical the game is. Georgia currently sits at 14 hits compared to Bama's 8. That was the first period of play there for Georgia. Only 14 hits in the first period.
Wow.
As they're up to 19 right now. So, I mean, really just reiterating, and we've said it a million times, but I mean, believe it, it's a physical game. Jacobs gets the ricochet off the back end of the boards, and he'll elect to play it to one of his forwards. Georgia has it. There's a centering pass, and the shot can't get off in time, and here comes Alabama. Along the left side, they'll try to dump it. Great try as Haugen trying to support his goaltender by getting the puck back. He can't. The captain has it. He'll pass it to teammate Declan Conway, who has it, as they'll just elect to dump it into the zone and get the line change. Bama has it. That shot on goal is tipped off the bottom end of the glove, but luckily it ricochets wide. There's a scrummage behind the boards. Knowles in there. Larson's in there, trying to get the puck out. And that puck is again flung out of play, and a great one-hand grab. Ren, the fans are here to play tonight.
Wow, it's good to know that these fans are watching the game, because there have been a couple of really great snags here in the audience. And that game between the D3 teams for Georgia and Alabama will be on the UGA D3 hockey channel, not on this channel, but if you look up UGA Hockey D3, you can find it there.
Late night college hockey. I mean, what else you got to do tonight, right? Class in the morning? Whatever. Oh, and there's a shot on goal. And that is off the shoulder of Jacobs, who shoves it aside. Dogs have it. Great offensive positioning here. Ooh, and that shot is hit off the pad, the left pad of Jacobs. Georgia will keep the puck, scrimmaging for it. Oh, and a great Spencer Watson almost throwing a red sweater into Georgia's bench, and the ref's just trying to break it up, and there's a scrimmage in front of the net. Where's the puck? It flings behind the net. Georgia somehow comes out with it. They'll try to throw it towards the net. That pass over to Knoll on the left side is broken up. That puck is airborne, will barely stay in play, and Alabama will come up with his possession. That shot is kicked wide by Haugen. Another nice save. Larson along the left side. He dumps it to Brandon. Georgia has it. Jake Green getting some ice time. Nate Haley along the left side will try to get something going, but Alabama shuts it down again. Bama has it along the right side. Georgia forwards trying to get anything on the puck, and it looks like they'll try to get for an icing, and they will get it as the hand of Haugen waves in the air. 3:39, a very quick second period here, as there hasn't been any scoring just yet. 17-14 on shots on goal in favor of Georgia, so really just throwing the puck at the net here this period.
That's a stat you like to see, but also in terms of quality chances, it's been pretty even between these two teams throughout both periods so far.
Yeah, Georgia hasn't primarily been setting anything in particular up, and I actually don't mind to see that. I mean, you really just got to put the pressure on Jacobs. He's been facing a ton of shots all night, and Georgia's really just trying to get something, as they almost do there. But that puck is tipped wide of the net. Dogs have it on the left circle. They'll try to get something. Tries to circle around. The wraparound does not work in that case. And Alabama has it. Well, that sweater is surrounded by 4 Georgia defenders. Alabama has it. But that puck is given to Dylan Wormuth, the defensive zone. Jacobs gets into the play, and he'll try to get it away from the net. Kerrigan has it in the neutral zone. He'll try to get it to his teammate up in front, but the Alabama defenders shut that down immediately. An unfortunate hit there on Connor Moniscalco as one Georgia player trips the other. Big turn away, but that shot just wide over the right side of the crossbar. Alabama has it behind their net. Kerrigan on the left side passes it down low. Third line out again. That pass looked like it might have been shot out front, and another great save by Jacobs, really bailing out this Alabama defense. Kerrigan can't get it in, and it might be a breakaway here for a red sweater as he gets in. Not able to get it. The rebound effort is shut down, and Georgia just a great way of recovering on the defending play. Declan Conway getting involved, helping on his teammates. There's a stick that goes flying. That puck is chipped over to the right side. Conway trying to get his body in there, but he can't. And Austin Fink will try to dump it in, maybe for a line change for Alabama. A couple bodies come off, couple bodies come back on. Georgia has it behind their net. Haugen tries to pass it up the ice. He will, and here comes Evan Parente trying to get something going, and it's an icing. Parente does not like that call. It looks like he might have beat the Alabama defender, Ren.
Yeah, that's certainly what it looked like, and that's what the Georgia bench seems to think as well. Refs must have seen something different, and that's what ultimately the game will go with. As another face-off here in the Alabama offensive zone. Just an unlucky break there, as now Alabama essentially gets a free clear.
Yeah, I mean, our view up here is completely different from what the refs see, so take our advice with a grain of salt. As here's a draw in the defensive end for Georgia. Conway wins it. And we'll give it to Ryan Bailey, who's there again. Parente almost gets a stick on it. That's too near breakaway attempts. As Georgia remains possession on the left side. That shot from the left side, and it looks like it was gloved by Jacobs, and Parente is in disbelief that he got shut down by the netminder again. Line change for both sides. Zachary Knowles' line will come out in the Alabama zone. 1 minute and 3 seconds. We're about to hear the 1 minute warning. 19-14 still in shots in favor of Georgia. As Knoll takes the faceoff, it's won by Georgia. There will be a shot on goal immediately. That is shut down. A little bit of extracurriculars after the whistle. But again, the refs do not allow that in this league. Club hockey does not allow fighting. Unless it's a slap shot incident where everybody starts fighting. In that case, play on. Well, that possession's won by Georgia, and they'll try to shoot it right after the whistle again without setting anything up. But it's blocked out in front. 50 seconds remain. Alabama has it in their zone. They'll try to get something set up. They'll scroll through the neutral zone. Great takeaway by Watson there on the right side as Jacobs will come out behind his net to try to play it. 30 seconds left. One team just trying to get it going here, and that puck is wrapped around, and looks like Haugen will break the impact of it going around and get it to his teammates. Big hit there on Watson along the right side. Georgia just trying to get something going here with the final 7 seconds of the period as the whistle blows with 4. Overall, I mean, just a really fast-paced and physical period here in the second. Not much happening as far as the score sheets go, but, man, Georgia and Bama are just having a super physical game. Alabama out hitting Georgia 7-13 here in the second period. So Georgia wins that face-off, and a big hit there on the left side on Austin Fink, but the whistle expires. Refs say no extracurricular activities as both teams will go to their separated benches. And we'll come back after the break with some second period intermission entertainment coming up just soon.
Hello, I'm Ren Grimsley, joined by Ryan Canning. After second period action here between the Georgia Ice Dawgs and the Alabama Frozen Tide, tied at 1-1. Ryan, a new period. What did you see there?
Yeah, saw a lot of physicality in that period. A lot of stuff went down. Late hits at the end of the period. Late hits at the end of whistles. Alabama showing their true colors. 13 hits at the end of that period. Georgia, though, dominating the offense. 13 shots in that period compared to Alabama's 8. Again, Georgia showing that they can win this game by peppering the goalie. A lot of hard rebound chances, and they need to start putting those in the back of the net. Alabama seems to be focusing more on hits, less on the puck. They had quality chances during the middle of that period, but Georgia seemed to take control late in that period.
Absolutely a very physical game. And we have another one tomorrow right here on this channel at 7 p.m. between both these teams, Georgia and Alabama. We want to thank you all for watching, and we will be back with third period action very shortly.
Back here at Aikens Ford Arena here in Athens, Georgia. And what a beautiful night it is. The home opener, if you're just joining us, man, has it been a game. We are tied 1-1, and we are about to go into the third period of play, which means that the deciding factor in this one is going to have to be soon. Ren, what did you think about the first couple periods? I know we talked to our buddy during the intermission, but what do you think?
It's certainly been some exciting hockey. If you're just joining us, you missed a great game so far. 1-1, so not exactly an offensive powerhouse between either of these teams, but very good, very aggressive, very great goaltending play between Jacobs and Haugen. I'm excited for third period action. I can only imagine it's going to get more aggressive and more physical as it gets down to the wire here, and both these teams need a goal to win.
Yeah, I really think that, the physicality of this one just amplifies the rivalry between these two schools. I mean, it's the deepest South's one of their oldest rivalries, so they're definitely showing it tonight. And what's even better is that we do have another one tomorrow and a D3 game tonight. So just lots of hockey before the weekend begins. And it's just so much fun if you're able to come down here and watch live hockey here in the South. Just a great, great time. Back here on the ice, and the Dogs will chug it up the zone. Looks like they'll try to get a shot off as Conway loses his footing, and he'll slam into the boards. Everybody looks to be okay. As Georgia will gain possession of it in their zone. Baird has it, tries to chip it up the ice to Bailey, but Bailey will try to chip it to Conway behind the net. Conway has it, trying to get a wraparound or something going. Nobody knows where the puck is, and it looks like it might have slipped under the pad of the goal. And they're looking now, and there it is, yeah. So an odd whistle, but it looks like we'll get a face-off in Alabama's zone.
Great effort to start this third period for Georgia. Looking a lot like their first period where they got some quick shots off immediately. So far, that's been the case here.
Yeah, Ren, one thing that I definitely want to see different from, this Georgia team is, they're getting shots on goal, which is great, but I think at some point they need to set something up, get organized to put yourself in a successful position to capitalize on any opportunities that they could get on this Alabama team. So Haugen has it behind the net. And the Tide have it. Tide will try to get a shot off, but it's set aside by Haugen. Georgia has it behind the net. As that puck is tipped into the neutral zone to center ice, and the Tide will gain position. Haugen comes out of his crease to try to stop the puck, but he can't, and Nolan Bolt will be there for the Frozen Tide. Cutting in, that shot is turned wide. Kavana's shot. And we've seen a lot of shots from the Alabama offense that have actually gone wide, so there's a backhand shot that is turned down by Haugen, and Georgia will try to get it out as they do, and they'll try to set the 2-on-1 up, and here come the Dogs, and that shot is just wide. Moore just getting an opportunity and unable to settle the puck, and it just flings over the crossbar.
And, man, that was a perfect chance for Evan Moore, the left-handed shooter, with the whole net facing him, and just goes a little bit wide.
Yeah, great opportunity, the 2-on-1, and sometimes in those situations you want to slow down, but Moore just missing on that opportunity. The Dogs have it in their own end, and they'll try to get something going. That pass is just missed. Alabama will call for an icing, and they will get it. 3 minutes here through the third period.
Yeah, really looking like that first period. I mean, a 2-on-1 chance there, which we saw in the first period as well. So things are looking pretty similar. And if you'll recall, Alabama ended up scoring first in that first period before Georgia was able to answer. Now with a chance in their offensive zone, we'll see if Alabama does just that.
Well, here Alabama did get the puck, but that shot by the defenseman will fly over the net wide. That was Grant Curtis on the shot. Kerrigan has it behind the net. And they'll duel with Alabama forwards for it. Unable to keep possession. Kerrigan gets it on the right corner and will dump it over. And sticks are flying again. It's a yard sale. There's a shot on goal. Looks like it went off the paddle of Haugen as he will cover for an icing.
And Haugen there saying so strong against that post. The goalie has to be aware anytime the puck is in the offensive zone, even if it's not actively a threat, because right there it would have been so easy to bounce off the back leg of Haugen and go into the net, and that would have just been a really dumb goal when goals are really hard to come by in this game.
Yeah, I think Haugen's just been in the right position at the right time. Alabama's just been putting on some lackluster efforts on some of these shots, and there's a glove save by Haugen again. But Alabama's been taking some weird shots from weird angles, going off the sides of the net or right next to the pad when Haugen's leaning against the post, and looks like we'll have a face-off here, left side of the ice.
Alabama's only goal was a weird goal, one that was tipped in from the blue line, so perhaps they think some magic will happen again.
Yeah, weird game. And here comes Georgia slicing and dicing there as Wyatt McAvoy, but unable to settle it. Georgia keeps it in, though. In the right corner, that shot from the right circle is turned away. What a great effort by Nate Haley to try to get something on net.
Yeah, Nate Haley stepping up into a much more needed role this season. There are a lot of new guys on this team. Nate Haley's been with the team for a while now, but really becoming a part of it.
Nate Haley, the 6'2" junior from Lowell, Massachusetts. And Alabama will win the defensive draw. A little bit of a skirmish as an Alabama defender goes down. Tries to get position, and great heads-up play there from Evan Parente trying to get a shot and capitalize off of an Alabama mistake, but he can't. Parente trying to chase after the puck. That shot's turned them wide by Conway. Parente has it in the corner. That pass over to Conway fails. He'll try to center it for a Georgia forward. No one's there. And Georgia will turn away with it in the neutral zone. Trevor Risser has it for the Tide. Tries to get something going. Can't. Haugen will fling it down the ice. Try to get a dump and chase, but he can't. And here's an opportunity for 29, unable to get the puck on it, as that shot by Nate Haley is turned down, or excuse me, Graham Baird.
And for anyone confused why Haugen's playing both in the net and defense, that is because they are two parts of a triplet set. I don't know how you would say that, but they are twin brothers with a sister who plays volleyball here at Georgia. And they are both very tall individuals, and Truman is the one playing defense and Isaac playing between the pipes.
It's got to be a really cool, connection, having a defender and a goaltender really just supporting your brothers. That shot is turned down wide. Great heads-up play there by Watson trying to get another shot on goal right off of the face-off, and we've seen that a lot this game. And so far, no luck for Georgia on that play.
Yeah, we saw that a lot last season, too, from Georgia, really getting a quick shot off. And that one was pretty much right where you want it, between those two face-off circles. And unfortunately, Jacobs was right there. A huge bounce off his pads and some frustration from Georgia right there, thinking they should have had that one.
Zachary Knoll here on the face-off. They'll take it on the Georgia 8-1-1 dot. As Bama wins the face-off, Fink has it, and he will skate up the ice on the left side. Fink slicing into the slot as he shoots, and it's into the glove of Haugen.
Isaac Haugen. It would probably hurt if it went into the glove of Truman Haugen.
Here's another face-off here. 21-19 on shots, so Alabama has gotten a couple off at the start of this period. So far, Haugen has stood perfect since that first shot of the game. Baird has it behind the net. He'll try to get it to a teammate. He does. That's Oliver Moore, who falls to the ice after trying to get the pass off to his line mate. And a big hit there at the middle of the offensive zone for Georgia. That was Graham Baird. So Graham Baird really showing some physicality here and sticking up for Moore, it looked like. Bama has it in their offensive zone. John Schweppe will pass it deep. Dogs fighting for it on the left side. Alabama tries to get something off. There's another awkward shot off the side of the net. Bama gets the rebound as there's a big hit there laid by Georgia. And that puck will trickle all the way down to the other side of the ice. No icing call. And Fink will play it. Fink gives it to Schweppe on the right side as they'll try to get it. Referee says no icing. It was tipped. Haugen will grab it with his glove. And another face-off will be in Georgia's zone.
Fink been a huge part of this Frozen Tide team, especially defense. He's a senior and a leader on this team. And on that one, getting the puck across the ice. And now Alabama set themselves up in a spot here for a face-off.
Alabama fighting for it in the middle of the net, but Georgia doing a good job with its defenders of trying to get it out, and they will. Frozen Tide have it on their left side. They'll try to chip it up to their forward, and Dylan Steck, unfortunately not able to get it there in time. There's a whistle. We'll see what the referee will call here. They're talking to the Georgia 5. It doesn't look like it's a penalty call. It looked like
it's looking like
it
a
was
hand pass. There
yes,
you go.
Yes, hand pass. Bama has it on their side. Gentile will pass it around, try to get it to a defender. Referee almost getting in the way. Big hit there laid by Max Owens on the right side. Georgia has it. He'll try to chip it up there, but unable to do so to Jordan Strode. Bama has it. They'll try to take a shot from the left circle, and a big hit laid by Georgia. That was Robert Toker on the hit. Almost another tipped shot, but this time it's into the chest of Haugen, and we'll have another faceoff.
Haugen able to locate that one this time, although it pretty much went right into his chest after Bama unable to get the tip that they were wanting there. Bama looking to recreate some magic that they got in their first goal. As both these teams just desperately doing anything to get one into the back of the net.
Yeah, it's really hard for the goaltenders to read some of those tip-ins, so for Haugen to stand firm on that one means a lot to Georgia, and he's been really helping them out here as that shot is shot wide, turned away by Luke Ellis. Haugen tries to play it. He's been coming out of his crease all night trying to help his team. Georgia takes that dump pass away from Alabama. Big hit there on Georgia's forward. Georgia has it in the Bama zone. Another big hit laid by Alabama, as that hit was laid by Ryan Matustik. Everyone's getting involved here tonight, whether it's fans, defense, forward, and it doesn't matter. That pass attempt was blocked off there by Alabama. They'll try to get something going. The centering pass was unable to connect. Well, here comes captain Parente. Tries to get the pass off. He shoots. He scores. Declan Conway gives the Georgia Ice Dawgs the lead. Well, my captain on that pass. The finish by Conway. Georgia's got a lead here with 11:43 left in the third.
That's exactly what the Ice Dawgs have been trying to set up all game. We saw it a lot in the first period and only a couple times here in the third. As that 2-on-1 chance, getting the pass across the crease, worked to perfection there. Declan Conway able to locate a nice shot at the top of the goal. Just beautiful execution there from the Ice Dawgs.
Yeah, well, we've seen Parente lurk on those 2-on-1s, and just a great job for him and great ice awareness to see Declan on the other side. And Conway just right place, right time, and able to capitalize on that opportunity. Puts it right over the glove of Jacobs, and now Alabama's staring down the barrel of a 1-2 deficit.
You got to look at how this changes play for both of these teams. Alabama's about to get a lot more desperate, looking for any chance they can get, potentially sacrificing great chances for good chances.
Yeah, Georgia's offense is going to continue to have to push here to eliminate Alabama's offensive opportunities and to keep the pressure on. Scrummage for it in the neutral zone. Alabama comes out with it. Risser trying to go after it in the left corner. He will battle with Ryan Miller for the puck. That puck squirts out to the neutral zone. Fink has it on the right side. He'll try to wrap it around there to Arnold, and Arnold unable to get to it. Great play by Fink trying to keep it in for Bama as he will wrap around the net trying to find the open man. He doesn't, but luckily finds somebody off of the tip. Fink on the shot, but Haugen tips it away, and Alabama gets back the rebound. Risser at the top of the point. He'll pass it to the left side. Curtis has it on the left side. Georgia takes it away. Tries to find the open man in Ryan Bailey, unable to do so. Bama has it now on the other side of the zone. Schweitzer, as they'll try to get a rebound attempt, but looks like there was a couple bodies in traffic, unable to get the shot off. Curtis tries to find the open man on the right side. He'll find an Alabama body, but they're unable to settle the puck, and Georgia will take possession now. Fink has it on the right side. He crosses the blue line, but it's checked by Tyler Stewart. Fighting for it behind the Georgia netminder. Who will come up with it? The Dogs do.
You got to figure Georgia's strategy now is just kill clock. I mean, there's still 9.5 minutes to go, which is a lot of hockey. But even if Bama scores, you're still tied up. You got to figure that just getting that clock down and making them panic a little bit would be good for the game.
9:14 left here in the third as Ren referred to. Dogs have it. Knoll tries to find the open man on the left side, can't. That pass is flung out to center ice, trying to find an open Luke Ellis, unable to. Ellis comes up with it. Dukes around the zone. He'll try to get a wraparound, decides not to, just decides to find the open man, Looks to the other side, but can't find his line mate to get the shot off in time. That shot is wide of Haugen, kept in. Alabama trying to get another tipped goal possibly, but fails to do so. Georgia trying to get it out. Stalemate on the left side of the boards, and looks like one Alabama player will tackle another, and referee stops that immediately. Moore has it on the left side of the ice. He'll try to find somebody, tries to keep the puck, he will, and he'll elect to just shoot it right into the glove of Perry Jacobs.
And Evan Moore, who, like you said, we haven't seen a whole lot from this game, not as much as we're necessarily used to. He stepped up in a big way last season as an offensive threat, and he is much needed this season as a lot of the offensive weapons for Georgia, not all of them, but a good few of them, such as Laracy and Punzenberger and so on, have graduated and left the team.
Yeah, well, the great thing about Evan Moore, Ren, is that he's just a junior, which means that what he was doing last season was a sophomore. He was doing it all as a sophomore.
Absolutely. He's a very talented player. I believe you have a saying about Evan Moore?
Evan Moore, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. The fans were getting into it last season with the chants, and I loved it, so it stuck with me there. Evan Moore, really just a great forward. He's always in the right place at the right time. And again, I mean, he was a sophomore last season, so only up from here. I mean, player development is huge here at Georgia, so the coaches are really, working with him and the rest of the forwards and defensemen and goalies to just try to coach this team. Well, after scooping all the ice, or the snow off the ice, we'll have a draw on the Alabama side. That's Kerrigan at the face-off, as Kerrigan loses the draw but gains possession of the puck. Georgia has it on the left side, but loses it. Here comes Bama. Ryan Cavana will try to spin around, get the puck to an open teammate. He can't. Wallace will wait for the offsides to be all clear. He does, gets into the zone, but loses it immediately, and Wallace has it again. Fighting two Dogs for it. They'll try to get to it, and here comes an open Georgia forward. Comes in, but the great back check there by Max Owens. He will shut that opportunity down immediately. Robert Tucker not able to get to it.
Tucker, one of the new guys, stepping up on this team, making some big plays. Him and Sirota. Sirota's been huge offensively so far this season in other games on the road.
Yeah, this third line, we've seen a lot of them tonight, and although they didn't score, their line didn't score earlier, we've seen just a lot of their physicality and their grunt work just creating plays and opportunities. So the coach has got to be happy with what he is seeing from that line. Alabama has it on the left side. Schweppe will pass it down deep. Larson really putting the pressure on defense. Alabama trying to get a wraparound attempt, but Haugen's there for the cover. 6:37 left here in the third.
Yeah, Alabama has not shown much desperation yet. You saw not a great chance there, trying to wrap it around the goal and into the net. If it goes in, then it's a great chance, but did not.
Face-off win by Alabama as they keep it in. Scrummage forward on the left side. Georgia out-hitting Alabama 7-4 this period, as Haugen will hold on to that one.
2-1 game here. Alabama's probably worst fear is drawing a penalty, or not drawing a penalty, but committing a penalty here, as that would put them down. And You got to think in a couple minutes here they'll pull the goalie, Jacobs, to get that extra man on the ice, or that extra skater, to try and tie this game up and force an overtime.
Yeah, it's always a gamble pulling the goalie, and I'm sure we will see it soon as it's a one-goal game, but it's always super risky. As that puck is tipped out in front, they'll try to get another shot, but somehow Haugen stands strong, and he'll get it out of there. Georgia comes up with it. Ryan Bailey loses the puck in the neutral zone, and Alabama will come up with it again. Bailey has it. Tries to find the open man. Parente on the left side. They'll wrap it around. As Tyler Stewart tries to keep it in. He gets it to Parente. Parente. Oh, try to find Conway again. Those two have been working together all night. Fink will get it around the boards. As Schweitzer tries to get it up. Georgia will take possession after the dump in. Tries to get it out. Tries to find somebody open on the right side. He can't, and it will be icing.
So back in Alabama offensive zone, 5 minutes to go here. Shots are pretty much even. Looking about like you would expect, no crazy shot totals. 23 for Georgia, 22 for Alabama.
Yeah, like we said, it's been a pretty even game here on shots on goal. It's been physical from both sides, and Georgia's just outskilling them.
Pretty even on the score, too, except for the one goal that Georgia has over Alabama.
Bama dumps it in. Curtis tries to find the open man in Maniscalco, but can't. Still fight for it along the left side of the boards. Conway tries to find the open man. He can't. As they'll try to dump it in to get the line change off, as Evan Moore's line is out there. Bama slicing and dicing through the neutral zone into their offensive zone. That shot is just wide. Looks like he might have tried to find the stick of the right winger, but unable to. And that shot is turned down by Haugen.
Powerful shot there from the defenseman, Matustik, as that was maybe the best chance we've seen in a couple minutes here from Alabama. That one a zinger that went low, and Haugen was able to locate.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the defensemen get involved tonight.
Absolutely, and also looking at some of the body language here from players, they all seem tired. We've mentioned many times it's been physical, but definitely some gassed players out there.
That draw is won by Bama. They'll have it on the right side. They'll try to keep it in, but 3 Dogs are over there to try to gnaw it out of possession. Bama keeps it in, but it's turned over. That puck will go all the way down the ice. Goalie asking for another icing. He'll get it. Haugen not able to get there in time. Truman it is that time.
Truman that time, and a good break there for Alabama. Now with a free clear, getting a face-off. Not a free clear. They still have to win the face-off, but going ahead and having it in their zone, they can win this face-off, saves you, 15 to 20 seconds, which with 4 minutes to go is incredibly valuable, and you can get a really quick shot off here if you win the face-off. We know Georgia loves to do that. We'll see if Bama does it.
Well, they won't get it off that time. Georgia will get it. And the Dogs will have it, try to get up the ice. They'll try to dump and chase again, but that effort is not successful, as that's another icing. So that's 3 icings from Georgia, and that's not what you want to see, because they're letting Alabama rest, and you got to keep the pressure on here with 3:49 left here in the third.
And I could say what I just said about icing again, but I would probably sound like a broken record. If Alabama can win this face-off, huge time saver for them.
Well, the face-off's on the right side. Let's see if it makes a difference, but Georgia will win it instead. Gentile has it on the right side, or excuse me, Wallace, the assistant captain. That's a great ship. He'll try to get there in time, but unable to get there, as the Alabama defenseman John Schweppe is there to sweep it away. Or Schweppe it away.
I thought you did that on purpose at first.
No. Yeah, we'll call it that. Well, there's Trevor Risser as he tries to get a shot on goal, but he's hit immediately by Truman Haugen on the right side. When Georgia has it, they'll try to set something up. Bailey has it, trying to find an open man. It looks like he tried to flip the puck over a defenseman's stick, a really skilled play there. And that play is blown dead immediately.
And I want to give a shout out to this Alabama forecheck, which I feel like has been really strong all game. And that's probably why we've seen so many icings in the past 2 or 3 minutes from Georgia's, because once that pressure gets up and you're really tired after playing a full hockey game, you kind of just want to throw the puck across the ice and give yourself a breather. So this Alabama forecheck's been really strong, and it's hindered the ability of Georgia to get the puck into their own zone.
Well, just shy under 3 minutes here left in the third period. Looks like we're going to do a face-off. Looks like we're going to do a face-off here from the left side near Alabama's defensive zone as Bama will take away with it. Fink has it along the left side of the boards. He'll shoot it, and it'll go just wide. Georgia gains possession, but that pass is cut down. Georgia trying to get something going. That's Graham Baird there on the right side. And there's a Bama player in Austin Fink that goes down on the ice. Bailey trying to slice through the neutral zone, unable to. And there's a big hit laid there behind the Alabama net. Conway has it along the right side. He'll try to find his teammate and Parente again. Those two have been at it all night. And that stretch pass to Graham Baird is just wide. It'll go all the way down the ice, giving Alabama an opportunity. That's their captain, Bashul, trying to spark something, but Haugen's come up perfect so far since that first shot on goal. Well, there's a dump there from Graham Baird trying to get the line change there for Georgia. They will get it in time, but here comes Alabama. Watch out, Joey Pietrek. Curtis has it for the Tide. He'll circle the left circle. Dumps it, and there's a Georgia defender. He'll get it in time and get it out of the zone. Georgia has it on the left circle. And it looks like it'll be another icing, man. I mean, this Georgia team, if they could limit the icing, really just let Bama run their legs. I think that.
And that will also do it for the goalie Jacobs, who comes off the ice so that Bama can get the extra skater. He was looking for the past minute for Alabama to get the puck into their zone with possession. And it looks like probably Alabama, yes, Alabama called timeout here as they're looking to draw something up.
Yeah, I mean, a smart timeout here for Alabama to try to, recoup their offense. But also, I mean, if you're Georgia, you got to look at the defensive lines right now, and you got to, at this point, protect the goaltender. Haugen's been great all night, and, I mean, the defenders need to back him up here a little bit, limiting any shots in the slot, keeping them to the outside like we reiterated earlier.
And you got to look at who among your players that you want on the ice is the least gassed. That's if you're Georgia. Or for both teams, I guess, but especially for Georgia now that you're down a skater. If you can really play a solid defense right here and get the puck and try and shoot one towards the empty net that will be here in just a second, then it's a 3-1 game and we can wrap things up nicely and go home. But Alabama, with that extra skater, can move the puck around and likely get a good shot off.
Yeah, Haugen's really going to be tested here with 1:17 left. The Tide will have 6 men on the ice, and there they go. Haugen talking to the ref down there. Casual conversation, and Georgia trying to get away with the Game 1 victory. 1:17 left. Here's the puck drop as Bama wins it. And it looks like it'll be a slap shot right off the draw, but that shot is wide from Fink. Fink will try to take another one. That one tipped out in front, and Parente has it. He'll get the rebound. Parente, great job of trying to just waste time in the neutral zone, getting a closer shot to that empty net. He's unable to, and Alabama will turn away with it. Cavana has it on the left side, trying to get something going. Tries to go to the forehand, misses. Parente gets the rebound for the Dogs, but Bama will take it right back. Looks like that shot was high, but redirected low, and it'll go all the way out to the other side of the ice. Fink has it, and he'll cross it over to his line mate. Connor on the left side. Again, tries to get to his forehand. He's unable to. And here come the Dogs. Tries to find Parente. He will. Parente shoots, and he scores. Captain, my captain, put this one away. Georgia, 3-1 lead with 17 seconds.
Evan Parente, the captain, as you mentioned, able to net one in on the empty net. And with 17 seconds to go, looks like we'll ice it for Georgia, as there's not much Alabama can do at this point. 2-goal lead for Georgia. Just beautiful execution there with the pass to Parente and taking it in calmly into the net.
Yeah, Parente really stepped up in that second period and, helped Conway with that goal and got an empty netter of his own. So Perry Jacobs will head back out to the ice as he gets chirped by all the Georgia fans behind the net, shakes his head, and with 6 seconds left, it looks like Georgia will come away with a Game 1 victory here at Aikens. And there's the buzzer. Dogs win. Dogs win the home opener, 3-1 your final score. And a great physical game as Game 1 of the rivalry set is taken from Georgia.
Absolutely, exactly what Georgia needed, coming back to a home crowd on home ice. And just getting a win here. Get their second win of the season. 1-0 at home, don't sound too bad. And wow, what a great game from Georgia, playing strong defensively and coming out big when they needed it.
Yeah, just a great overall win. Defense played really well and shut down Alabama opportunities in the slot, and obviously the offense really stepped up in that second and third period. And a big shout out to the goaltender, Isaac Haugen, having a great bounce back game from losing 2 on the road, and this home crowd definitely sparked him up. Well, that's your final here. It's 3-1 here at Aikens. And don't go anywhere just yet. We have a post-game show that we're going to review the game and talk to all of you about what we saw and what we could see tomorrow. We appreciate you for tuning in, and we will see you shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Well, Dogs win 3-1 here in their first game at home in Aikens Ford Arena over the Alabama Frozen Tide. I'm Rin Grimsley, joined by Ryan Canning. Ryan, big win for the Dogs here. What do you think about the game in general?
Yeah, that was a really big win there. Dogs played well late in that game. I got to say, after both teams coming out at a second intermission, the game looked a little bit slower than it did those first 2 periods. Dogs took advantage of it on a 2-on-1 about halfway through the period. The beautiful crossing pass and a beautiful shot on net. Goalie had no chance. Got to give a big shout out to Isaac Hagen, our goalie, who stood 1 goal out on 26 shots and 961 save percentage. Dogs got to give a lot of credit to him late in this game.
Haugen played great. Ryan Bailey with that first goal of the game, and Evan Parente to seal it off. So a lot of work done, and Declan Conway with that second goal. So that first line for Georgia getting all 3 goals. What can we expect tomorrow in the matchup between these same 2 teams?
I think we can expect Alabama to come out a lot stronger and a lot faster. I think they had think they just had some car legs today, man. Don't know when they traveled in, but, man, they just came out. Didn't look as hot as they normally do, considering their record. UGA, you can't afford to sit back coming out tomorrow. You know Alabama's going to come out strong and fast, coming out and try and even this road trip up to a 1-1 series. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We'll have the game right here on the UGA Hockey YouTube channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We want to thank you all for watching. We will be back tomorrow better than we were today. I'm Ren Grimsley, Ryan Canning, and for Nick Erickson, thank you all for watching.